We thought it's a rough diamond. And it looks exactly same the rough diamond. Actually, it was like around 100 carat,
Whoa.
100 carat plus. After the tasting, we considered it's a quartz. And it was like million at that time, the cost. It seems like it's for $50 or $60. She was wearing big diamond, like solitaire ring. So she came for to check the ring. She thought that this ring, it will, like the cost for this ring, it's like around $150,000. After the testing, we discovered that it's, like $2,000 or $1,500. So I asked her at that time, like, how many years you are wearing this ring? She told me 12 years.
Wow.
I am sure that more than 95% of the people, they don't know what they are buying. What is the point to buy a lab stone? I will never buy a lab stone. I will never buy. Every stone they have different personality.
Hi, everyone. My name is Ksenia Kostina, and I'm a Gemstone Expert at Dubai Diamond Exchange. And today, my guest here is Obeida Aldebs, who is Head of Education at the International Gemological Institute. And normally, it's me, Obeida, who is talking about gemstones, but today I'm lucky to speak to you and to go, I hope, behind the scenes of the Gemological Laboratory to find out all the shady things that are happening in the gemstone world, maybe, and to find out more about the stones. So thank you for coming here.
Thank you so much for this introduction. I'm so happy to be here with you today. And what you feel about, like switching you will be now I will be the guest actually, and you
Yes.
will be the monitor. So I'm so happy today to be with you, and I am ready for whatever you want to question.
Obeida, you are working in IGI and you are head of education of
Yes.
MENA. And tell me actually how you came to this profession.
Actually, it's long story, but I will try to shortcut it. Actually, first I work in jewelry long time before. I was a handmade jeweler, and then
And your father is in this profession
yes,
also.
it's my family. It's not my father, but my family. So literally, I born in workshop. So we can say. So I'm a stone cutter. I am a handmade jeweler. I came to UAE before, let's say, around 15 years, and then I start to discover like different world, jewelry world. Like I start to know more about international brands. I start to know more about gemstones and diamond in science way. So I decide to start even actually it's totally different than my degree. I am architect. So I changed the degree and I start in the jewelry and jewelry first, jewelry industry. After a while, like I start first on the retail. I start to work on the retail, so it was very hard for me to get the right answer. Always when I was asking the people, like it's very niche business, so everyone he want to keep his secrets. So it was bothering me a lot. So even always when I want any answer for any question, so the people they are hiding the information. I have to work hard to get any answer or right answer. So one day I decide to break this rule. I said, okay, I will change this and I will be in education and I will share the education with everyone. I will share the information with anyone. So I start the education way. I start as a trainer, then I become assistant head of education. And then with IGI, I start as a head of education. But I discovered that my passion, it's just to share, and I have information, I have to share it. I gain more information, I have to share it more. So this is the concept about to be in the education section in the jewelry industry.
This is very close to me. So basically, you wanted to know more about gemstones, and when you knew more, you wanted to share it, right?
Of course, of course.
Very interesting. And in your professional practice,
Mm.
what is the most expensive gemstone you have seen that later turned out to be fake?
One day, I saw a stone. We thought it's a rough diamond, and it looks exactly same the rough diamond, exactly same, and it was like very big piece. Actually, it was like around 100 carat,
Well,
100 carat plus. Uh, After a while, or after the tasting, we considered it's a quartz, colorless quartz. But They cut it in the way, they engraved the quartz in the way that it looks exactly same the rough diamond. Because as you know, the rough diamond, there is like structure, there is
Yes. Mm-hmm.
particle structure for the rough diamond. So they engraved the quartz and they cut the quartz in like hexagonal shape, and they start to engrave like exactly same the rough diamond. So when you touch it, it's rough diamond 100%. But when you start to look more and more, you will see as it's quartz, it's colorless quartz. So obviously, always you are searching for the, let's say, fake sapphire, fake ruby, but we never face fake rough diamond. You know, it's so weird, and it was like million at that time the cost, but it it seems like it's for $50 or
But
$60.
you know the story behind, so probably some people bought it as a real rough diamond and paid a
Unfortunately,
lot
yes.
of money for this.
Unfortunately, yes.
This is what amazes
Unfortunately,
me
yes.
because I also know like bad stories, and but I also know stories when people just get so fascinated about the world of diamonds and they think they will just go to Africa and buy rough there and come here and cut, although they don't know nothing about the gemstones. And
100%. Absolutely.
education is really essential here.
Absolutely. Knowledge, it's the power.
Yes.
Knowledge is the power.
Have you encountered cases where people wore a fake stone for many years and they didn't know it was fake?
It's sad the story actually, but I it's always in my mind. And I can't forget this story. One day, my colleague, he came to me and he was, in rush. He said, "Abida, please just come. We need your help." So I was the only Arabic speaker there in the situation. So there is a lady with her mom. She was wearing big diamond, like solitaire ring,
Yes.
as a big diamond. And that lady, I think she got divorced or something like this. So when she got divorced, there was, they separate the money, and you will get the house, I will get the car, something like this. So one of the deal, it was the diamond ring because it's a big diamond. So let's say, for example, I will get the car, you will get the ring, something like this. So she came for the to check the ring, and then it's fake, and it's not a diamond. It's not a natural diamond. So she thought that this ring, it will, like, the cost for this ring, it's like around $150,000. But after the testing, we
Yeah.
discovered that it's, like 2,000 or
Yes.
$1,500. So the lady was she was crying, and her mom was
Of
crying,
course.
and it was so drama. So I can't forget that, because I asked her at that time, like, how many years you are wearing this ring? She told me 12 years.
Wow.
So yeah, imagine. So she wear diamond for 12 years, and she was always showing off her diamond, that you see my diamond, it's very big. And for 12 years, she was wearing just a class.
I wonder if her husband knew it was fake or he was also like deceived.
Actually, I try to run away from this story. I don't want to be involved with the drama story like this. Yeah, but for 12 years, imagine, it's not like for 1 or 2 years. And from the closest person, he was like her husband, but unfortunately.
I actually had also a lady recently in my office who divorced, and she came with her diamond rings, quite big diamonds, like several rings, like 10 carats up. And she wanted to check if these were natural diamonds or not, because at she was thinking that they were, but at some point she started to doubt, and panic. But luckily we checked, they were real. So
Oh,
so so
she's
no
lucky.
no 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 drama there. Yes.
She's lucky.
What do you think? Like, first of all, of course, I see that IGI educational part is expanding,
Yes.
and this probably means that people are more interested of in getting knowledge about diamonds, about gemstones. That this is becoming more popular, not
Yes.
just among professionals, but just among ordinary
Yes.
people. This is correct, right? But
Absolutely.
do you still think that like very big percentage, maybe 80% or more of people who buy gemstones and jewelry know nothing about it or know very little? What are your thoughts?
Actually, 80%, it's a great number. If we say 80%, it's a great number. I am sure that more than 95% of the people, they don't know what they are buying. They don't know anything about the product that they are paying a lot of money about it. Now, those days, the people they start to notice that this let's say this business or this industry, it's so deep, and there is like different part because of the social media, because of the,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, the new generation and even the old generation, they start to know more about these things. So they start to ask. Plus, in those days, we start to say the lab gemstones and
Mm-hmm.
the lab diamond, it's quite similar. Like before 5 or 10 years, let's say 10 years, it was very easy to know the difference between the lab
Mm-hmm.
stones or the fake stones and the natural stone. But now with the technology, it's quite similar. And it's so hard even for the expert to know about it. So the people, they start to scared. So if you're scared about something, you have to know more about it if you want to buy it, especially if you are invest a big amount of money.
Mm-hmm.
So people, they start to ask more and more about this, and we are there for this. And this is our mission. So the people, they start to come to us. They thought, some people, they thought that my student, they are only people they want to open their brand, and this is not correct,
Mm-hmm.
because I have many people, they want to do the course just because they want the knowledge. And they start to bring their jewelry, they start to want to
Mm-hmm.
see their jewelry. I have a student, he has PhD in mechanical engineer, and he is teaching on the university.
Mm-hmm.
He came to us as a student. Why? Because he got heritage from his grandfather
Ah, wow.
as like big diamond and gemstones and a lot of gemstones. So when he went for the market, he want to sell, everyone, he start to give different price. So
Yes.
he felt that there is something wrong. So he
Probably unfair price
exactly,
anyways.
exactly. Anyway, it's unfair price. So he said, okay, I don't want this. I want to educate myself. So he came to us and he took all the courses just to evaluate his own jewelry or his grandfather jewelry.
Mm-hmm.
So we have many people, they are searching for the knowledge, they are searching for the right information. And also there is like very important point in our industry, or let's say, let's talk about the gemstones especially. If you want the right answer, it's very hard for you to find it on the Google.
Yeah.
Because anyone, he can write in Google. Even ChatGPT, sometimes it's not accurate. So let's say you want to know anything about treatment. If you just write ruby treatment in Google,
Yes.
you will find thousands of lectures and notes and comments. Most of them, it's incorrect. Most of them full of mistakes. So even if you want to search, it's very hard to find. So people, they start to go for the sources that ethical sources or trusted sources,
Mm-hmm.
like the gemology education institutes. So because of that, this industry, education industry or gemology education industry, in this 2 3 years, it become very popular, and we start to see many students in different ages. We have like new generation, we have old people, we have owners. Imagine, we have owners. He is owner of the diamond company.
Yes.
He came to us to do the course. So it's very nice, and this is, for me, this is the best point, that you can see that, thanks God, people, they start to notice that, okay, please take care when you are buying, when you are investing, because it's something you will buy it one time or once in your life
Mm-hmm.
if it's big, and it's something very emotional. So it should be, connecting with us in the way that we are not keep thinking, maybe I pay too much, maybe it's fake, maybe it's slab. So yeah, this. I'm sorry, I talk too much, but
No, no, it's very interesting. I wanted also to ask about like mindset. Um, let's say 100 years ago or more, I would say that gemstones and jewelry with gemstones, nice ones, was only, affordable for a very small amount of people, like nobility, and there were not so many jewelers also. So we could actually admit that the quality of stones and the jewelry was high and the pricing was more or less fair, let's say.
Mm,
Then, Nowadays, a lot of people got rich, and a lot of, brands started to put like great margins on the jewelry,
Mm.
not really paying attention to the quality of stones. Even can be good, but margins like 5 times, 6 times, 7 times. So pricing got so unfair that now I'm reading the reports, let's say, of luxury market studies that show that people are tired of luxury items that are overpriced, and they don't want to pay anymore just for the brand name. They want to pay for some maybe idea, um, some story behind, heritage, rareness, and they want price value to be
Mm.
in balance. Do you think that this is also, the thing that if even like 10, 20 years before, people who had money, okay, they could buy a jewelry piece for 1 million, 2 million, and just don't care, like, I just buying fancy thing and I don't care what its real value is. That now this mindset is changing and people want to understand why, what they're paying for. Do you also feel that?
Absolutely. It's a great explanation. You did not keep for me any. It's great explanation, and I am with you 100%. As you said, we start to see some researches and some people talking about this, that now, especially the, let's say, the even the rich people, they start to move from, just go and pay 10 times for the
Mm-hmm.
brand for like their private jewelers. Even
Mm-hmm.
I wrote something like lately. It's I was hearing from my grandfather or my grandmother that at their time they have like family jeweler,
Mm-hmm.
like a family doctor.
Yes.
He is our doctor. He's for my father. He's for me. He's for my kids. So he's our family doctor. At that time before, they had the same as a jeweler. He's our jeweler. He's our family jeweler. So all the family they are belong for that jeweler and buying from that jeweler. So now these days we are seeing this is comes back again.
Mm-hmm.
So the people they want, like, he is my jeweler. So I trust him. I choose him carefully, and then I will give you my, like, you can take the decision. And especially, like, it's my my own opinion. It could be yes, it could be no, right or wrong. Uh, I feel like if you are buying jewelry, 90% of the purchase decision, it's emotional.
Mm-hmm.
At the end, we are selling emotions. At the end, we are putting the emotions inside the stone, and we are sell the. So the emotions, it should be connected with the jewelry piece, not with the not with the this piece. It's just because belong for that brand. Okay, the brand heritage, it's something amazing and something we
Mm-hmm.
value, but for certain limits. And now, if you read the market properly, you will see that the vintage jewelry, it become more famous, and
Yes.
even the price for the vintage jewelry.
I know.
Yeah.
I,
Why?
I I tried to buy something on the auction this year at the end of, at the end of 25. I couldn't, because all the items I wanted to buy and I put my bids,
Very
they were
expensive.
sold over the estimate.
Okay. Why? Because people they want it. Because there is a
Yes.
demand. So the demand, it comes back for the vintage jewelry. Because people they want this emotional connection
Yes.
between them and the jewelry. Because of the this crazy marketing industry now it's happening. So you will feel that, okay, no, I want something more real.
Mm-hmm.
I
With
want
more
emotions.
heritage.
Just it's
Yes.
not everything about ads.
Yeah.
It's not about paid ads, and there is something special connection between us and the jewelry. As I said always, that let's say your ring or your chain, it's the only piece that it will stuck in your skin
Yeah.
24 hours, 365 days period.
Yes.
And you will stay alone without your friend, without your husband, without your kids. You will change your clothes, you will change your car, you will change your house. But if you put a ring, like, let's say this ring on my hand, it's like for 10 years. I never remove it.
Tell me more about this ring.
I actually remove it when I go for dangerous countries because I care about my hand. It's a ring that I did hand engraving for this ring,
Mhm.
and I engrave some like my family name inside.
Ah. Mhm.
So it's emotional for me because I was trained myself to do it. So it's not perfectly,
Mhm.
making, and my family names inside. So I keep it on my finger
Mhm.
all the time when I'm swimming, when I'm teaching. So it's something. It become, it's
Part
from
of
me.
you.
Yeah, yeah, part of me exactly. One day, my uncle, he is selling only handmade jewelry. He never used CAD or 3D
Mhm.
print. Never.
Mhm.
He did the ring from A to Z, handmade. And if you see his workshop, it's very old workshop. He doesn't have technology. So, and he's selling very expensive. His price is very expensive. So one time I told him, just calm down. And the price is so high. He said, this is not the price for the gold. This is price for my DNA.
Yes.
Because there is DNA inside this ring from my blood and my skin when I did this ring. So this is the price of my DNA. So uh, this is, the emotions that we pay money for it. So absolutely, what you said, it's 100% correct.
This is fascinating.
Thank you.
Really. Uh, let's get back to, let's say, knowledge or lack of knowledge when some sellers try to, to sell a jewelry piece to a client. What information you think they normally try to hide? What is your experience?
It depends on the jeweler. There are some jewelers, they hide everything. There are some jewelers, they are very trusted. So we don't want to be unfair. But uh, usually, if they want to hide something, let's say, for
Mm-hmm.
example, if they want to hide something, they are hiding the thing that the clients, he is not aware about it.
Like treatments.
Like treatments, yes. If we are talking about gemstones, like origin,
Mm-hmm.
no one asks about origin. It's, let's say, in diamond, no one will tell you what the cut is. Everyone speak about color clarity.
Mm-hmm.
The people, they are not aware that the cut, it's
Yes,
it's this,
most important.
most
Let's say.
important one. I don't want to say most important, but it's most important one.
Yeah, I
it
know. I know people who bought from auctions like 10 carats DIF with a good cut,
Yeah,
and it looks like glass.
exactly. If you have if you have D color flawless diamond with bad cut, it will not shine. So there is different, like, wrong ideas in the people mind that they thought the cut it's the shape and the shape it's the cut. They mix everything,
Mm-hmm.
because of lack of knowledge. So when they are going for jeweler, the jeweler, he is not mentioning this. He said, okay, this is D color, this is
Yes.
VS clarity. Okay, mention. You have to train your. You have to teach your client. Okay, don't give him grading course or don't give him long training, but at least teach them. Even if they don't know, you have to teach them. When I was working on the retail, I was not so good on selling. I was the guy who has the loop and checking all the
Uh-huh.
pieces all the time. Enter the store, I'm just checking. And thanks God, I had amazing manager, so he understand this. And so he started to keep me aside. He said, "Okay, Awaida, take the diamond and check as much as you want. Don't sell." Sometimes we had some client. My manager, he was like saying, "Awaida, you have to deal with that client because there is certain client they want to listen." My skill, it was just to speak. I don't know how to sell. I don't know how to do selling skills. It's not my career.
Mm-hmm.
It's not my business job. I am a trainer. So when I start to train the client, I build the trust, I close the deal. Subconsciously, I close the deal with him also because I teach him. He want this. So I feel this is responsibility for the jeweler
Yes.
or for the seller. You have to train your client. You have to tell your client what the meaning of the cut, what the difference between the cut and the shape, what the meaning of the treatment, how it could. Okay, it's heated. Which level of heating?
Mm-hmm.
This is in heated in which level? It's like low heat, medium heat, high. So
Mm-hmm.
you have to tell him about this. Okay, don't go deep, but at least he has to understand what he is buying. This is our responsibility as a jeweler. If I was uh, put myself with the jeweler
Mm-hmm.
group, it's his responsibility for the jeweler and the seller to train his client. And the problem that many times the jeweler himself he doesn't have this information.
I know. Because it's very common when people mix the jeweler and the gemologist.
Yes,
People think that if you're a jeweler, that you have to know everything about the stones, and they don't think that it's very often it's different profession.
exactly, exactly.
But now, when you are looking at the gemstone with a microscope, what things do you see that most people could never think of?
It's a nice question. It's in the questions. I missed it, but it's nice. Okay. See, uh, it's there is different purpose why I'm looking for the stones. If I'm looking for the stones from the certificate way, so I
Mm-hmm.
have first of all we look to the inclusions, of course. For the gemologist, the inclusions it's more important than the stone itself. We read the inclusions. The inclusions it's the way how the stone speak to you,
Yeah.
talk to you. They can't speak. So the inclusions it's their DNA, it's their life story. So when we look at the inclusion, we are trying to communicate with the stone, to speak with the stone. Okay, tell me your story. You are from where? Show me inclusion that guide me. You are from Colombia, let's say, Emerald.
Yes.
So I don't want to speak too much science, but let's say, for example, okay, this is three-phase inclusion. Okay, I know you are from Colombia. Nice to meet you. You know, this is some people they said I'm crazy, but this is the conversation
I
between
know.
me and the stone. Okay, three-phase inclusion. Hi, nice to meet you. You are from Colombia. So like this, we start to search for the inclusion. We start to search for the natural crystals. Let's say uh, we start to search if there is any kind of treatment because every inclusion will guide us for uh, for detail or for
Yes.
information. And first of all, we search for the inclusion to know which type of stone is this. It's a green stone. Okay, I have 100 green stones. So inclusion will guide me that this is emerald, this is from Colombia, this is treated, this is untreated, this is oiled, this is minor oil, this is this is lab, this is natural. So all from inclusion comes from inclusion. This is of if I'm looking to the stone from certificate side. But personally, when I finish this, I always look for the cut because I am a stone cutter. So
Mm-hmm.
the cut under the inclusion, it's something very nice. Even the stones that it's not well cutted, there is a beauty on it. Like it's like something he is trying to draw the Mona Lisa, but he draw, let's say, it become like Rihanna. It's not Mona Lisa, but it's beautiful. It's still beautiful. It's still Rihanna. She's beautiful, but she's not the Mona Lisa. So exactly same. Even the not well cutted stones are beautiful. So I always try to see the polish lines. I always try to see the connection points. I always look for the connecting between the crown and the pavilion, how the facets, because from here you can understand the cutter. Who is this cutter? He cut this stone because he's in hurry. He cut this
Mm-hmm.
stone because he's a cutter just because his father he's a cutter, or he cut this stone because he is passionate. So you will start also to not only appreciate the stone, appreciate the cutter, even if we don't know him.
It's a very interesting
Yeah.
perspective.
Yes.
I thought normally, sometimes they just cut to keep the weight.
Yes. Unfortunately. Unfortunately. 90, we can say 99% they are cut just to save the weight. For the big cutters that they are not cutting to save the weight.
Mm-hmm.
See, there's two type of cutters. People they want to save the weight. People
Mm-hmm.
they want to show the beauty.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do both together. You can't. It's impossible. So even if you want to show the beauty of the stone, so you'll not think about the weight. You think about the color, the observing light, how the light it will work inside, how the light it will reflect inside the stone.
Did you actually work as a stone cutter?
Uh, Before sometimes.
Uh-huh.
Actually, it's my habit, and even
Mm-hmm.
I have the machine in my house.
Wow.
I
Here?
have, yes, here in Dubai, I have it in my house. So always like, even my family, they came recently to from my country to
Mm-hmm.
UAE, so I start to teach them even how to cut stones, and in my house. So I did training in the morning in IGI. I did training in my house also about
Nice.
cutting stone.
I have to come.
You are most welcome. Anytime, you are most welcome.
I wanted to ask you about getting back to the treatments and the fake stones. I know that for lab, it's also every time it's challenging because, people who want to deceive us, they also invent some kind of new treatments
Yes.
which are hard to detect even in the lab. So, let's say, how big challenge it is for IGI, and what lab equipment is considered now like to be the most modern or magical, let's say.
The magical, it's not equipment, it's our eyes. This is the
Good
this is the
answer.
magical eyes, and
Yeah.
it's not my eyes, it's
Hmm.
my colleagues' eyes
Yeah.
that they are working on the lab. So as much as we develop the technology, as much as we get the highest equipment in the market, still the human eyes are the most important factor. Of course, we have to, always follow the technology. Even we have, like in IGI, we have our own machines. We are developing our own machines,
So
scanning
they like
machines.
unique, yeah.
It's IGI machines.
Mm-hmm.
It's developed by IGI, and we have a department not here in Dubai in our head office. It's called like development department, so or research department. So they are doing their researches. They are developing machines. We use it in the lab. So we have the highest tools, let's say tools or equipments uh, in the world in our labs. Uh, but we care more about developing our team.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to be grader, you have to be always following the new things happening outside. So I think also this is our responsibility as a trainers, because the grader he's working on the lab, even he doesn't have window inside to see what
Mm-hmm.
happening outside. So this is our responsibility to deliver for our colleagues that check this is the new things, this is the
Mm-hmm.
new, because see, let's say the police, if they want to save the banks, how they are thinking? They are thinking as the thief,
Yes,
how he's
exactly.
thinking.
Yeah.
So they start to protect the bank from that perspective. So for us, exactly same. How you will fake the stone? Okay, I will know. I will follow you. So I will know the techniques that you will use. So I know how to catch it. So this is the plan. What we are doing inside, it's active factory, we can say. It's active workshop inside the lab, 24 hours. People learning, people grading, people using the equipments. Even the equipments, it's not something easy. يعني you need, there is some machines. I'm sorry, I can't say the names or how it works.
Okay.
This machine, this is
Secret.
yes, it's secret, but it's so complicated. Even the machine, it's so complicated to read it. So you need people that they have, let's say, chemical degree. So they
Mm-hmm.
have chemical background to know how to read the graph. Now we put the stone, there is a graph. This machine will not give you this is tourmaline, treated tourmaline. It will give you graph. So to read this graph, you have to be well educated in physics, in chemical, in mathematics sometimes. So it's not an easy job at all, and you have big responsibility.
Of course.
Big. So we are always saying that one letter it costs millions. One letter, because if you say this is D color or this is
Mm-hmm.
H color, so one letter, it will cost you more than millions sometimes. So you have to know exactly what we are dealing. Uh, what you are saying me sometimes, imagine, let's say origin. We're talking about the origin. You ask me to give us sapphire, and you said I want to know the origin of this sapphire. I think this is the most complicated thing to
I know.
because we have to search a lot. and we have to match the database what we have, and it's so complicated procedure. But if this stone, uh, let's say there is nothing inside the stone guide us for the origin, we will not mention the origin.
I've seen this. You
We'll give
probably
you
know
back the
that
stone.
the very expensive stones sometimes go to the auction, sapphires, and there are certificates from three labs that are well known, and they all give different origin, three
Yes,
different origin.
yes. And there is some labs, let's say in IGI, if we are not sure 1000%, not 100%, we will not mention. We will give you back the stone. Said, we are sorry, we cannot determine the origin. This is your stone. We can't, because there is nothing guide us for this, for the
Yes.
origin. And you know, of course, like the origin is something affecting the price, and we are talking especially
Enormously,
in
yeah.
Zafire, let's say Kashmir
Kashmir,
Zafire, or
yes.
so you are playing with millions, so we cannot do this. It's ethical. It's something, you know, ethics. It's just keep the market aside. It's something inside us, like our ethics with this. So yeah,
But put aside the origin, are there any, let's say, findings that you can make as a lab and that they will make the stone more expensive?
yes, sometimes we find, especially in if we are talking about optical phenomena, like some optical phenomena inside the stones. If we find it and we mention it on the certificate, so it make the price 10 times more.
Can you tell more? Like I know that there is mariposa, let's say, in the emeralds.
Yes.
But what can be also like star sapphires?
Uh,
What optical effects
let's talk
can?
about emerald. One time we received trappish emerald.
Oh wow!
It's very nice. It's optical phenomena and it's very
Of
expensive.
course.
When we check the trappish emerald, we find another optical phenomena. It's the cat eye. So in one stone there is two optical phenomena: the cat's eye and the trappish. So the owner of the stone, he doesn't know that. He look at the trappish as a trappish, so he look to the green and black color. He never look for the, you know, the shade of the cat eye. In simple word, I'm talking. So the people, if they are not in
Yes.
the industry, to understand
Yes.
us. So we find extra optical phenomena that made the stone jump the price. It's jump 10 times more. Let's say the changing color, alexandrite.
Yes.
Some people they have the alexandrite, but they don't know this is changing color alexandrite. They thought this is because of the sun or because of the light. Because sometimes the light will change the color, you know, if it's yellow light or white. So when they give it to us, no, this is color change alexandrite. So you jump from $500 per carat to $10,000 per carat just because it's color changing alexandrite. So you know the lab sometimes they show you things that you don't know about the stones, especially if you have unknown stone. Say you get stone from your grandma, you don't know
Yes.
what is this stone. You give it to us, maybe you think this is 1,000. We give you the certificate, it's 1 million.
Or the
Sometimes,
opposite.
or the opposite. Yeah, of course. I hope the first one, the first choice.
What gemstone treatments you consider now to be, the hardest ones to detect? Let's say, can you name some stones maybe or some treatments that if a person is buying this stone, that there is a risk that, maybe it costs a lot, but it has this treatment, it's very hard to detect this treatment and there is a risk.
If the person as a client he is expert in in this industry, or he is a client like normal client, because if he is normal client, he doesn't have much information. I think all kind of treatment, it's very hard for him to know.
My question was more about, let's say, I don't know, the easiest one is maybe oil in the emeralds, because I know that if there is a small amount of oil, that one lab can put, no oil, another lab can put minor oil, another
So
lab
you
will
want
put
the tricky one,
moderate. Yes. So,
the
for
tricky one, yes.
example, like in Colombian emerald, I know that there is the risk that there is not just oil, but that there is actually the
Reason,
resin inside,
yes.
and it's hard to detect. I've heard it from the cutters. maybe there is something else, like, I don't know, like
Sometimes they
low
put chemicals.
temperature, heating
Yes,
that is hard to detect.
yes. So you want the complicated things.
Yes.
Complicated things, I think the most it's the emerald with the oil because see the people they said this is oil, the emerald with oil. There is many types for oiling. Different kind of oiling, different kind of oil, how they are doing this. How was the stone before the oiling? This is something so complicated. You have to understand if there is too much oil or it's filled the stone by oil. So that's mean the stone before the oiling was, like I don't. I see all the stones beautiful, so that's the less price we can say. But oil, it's very hard. It's we can know it, but it need more time. Heat also, low temperature heat in the ruby. We have to look a lot to know this, and especially there is this kind of certificates they mention for you,
Mm-hmm.
like heat A or heat
Yes.
B or heat
Mm-hmm.
C. So the low temperature heating, like it's around 700 Celsius,
Mm-hmm.
when they heat this, especially the sapphire and ruby in this temperature. So we can know that it's heated, but it's not easy to
Mm-hmm.
find. Let's say the easy thing would say glass filled ruby. It's very easy to see this is glass filled, but it's not very easy to see this is minor oil emerald.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I want to see
So
to say.
if
And
for example, a person is buying more or less expensive stone, but the certificate is not from the major lab, there is
yes,
a risk that unheated ruby is actually heated, or no oil emerald has a lot of oil.
this is thank you to mention this great point that uh, people they thought it's certified, done.
Exactly.
This is wrong. Certified from where? I can now do certificate for you. I can get a printer and print
Yeah.
certificate.
Some get certificate from brands, from shops.
Yes, yeah. This is something very funny. How you certified your own stones, man. we need the third part. And there is in Syrian we have some what it's called pronoun or something. They said no one will say bad in his own oil. So when they get the oil,
Yeah.
from the olive, so no one will say this is bad oil because it's my own oil. So how you are certified your own stones? This is wrong. So you need third party, and not all not the labs are really can do the job properly. So you have to know which certificate you are asking for and which certificate is this and who is behind this lab. And there is some labs actually they are very good in one stone or two stones.
Mm-hmm.
This I don't want to say names, but everyone knows. So this lab he is very good with ruby, let's say. So if this ruby have a certificate from this particular lab, the price it's more.
Yes.
So the certificate it's changing the price for the stone even.
Oh, this is a very good point.
Yes, that the certificate it's something could change. I don't know actually exactly the number, but in my opinion, I think from 5 to 10% of the stone price, if we are talking about very high end stones or high
Mm-hmm.
quality stones. Uh, Believe me, Ksenia, we have many cases, many cases. We did this, Yani, to know what is happening on the market because also this is our responsibility and we have to discuss this with the big player in the market,
Yes.
big labs on the market. There is some labs you send for them, let's say pink sapphire, and we have. I can show you if you want. Let's say I send for them pink sapphire today. They give me certificates unheated.
Mm-hmm.
I took the stone. After 1 week, I send the stone for them. They give me heated.
Bad
Imagine.
day
Imagine.
for a
Maybe he has
grader.
fight with his wife, the
Yes.
gemologist. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. We have one stone. Okay, heated, unheated, we can understand. It's hard to find. Okay, we can give excuse. We have two certificates for the same stone from one lab. They mentioned the dimension wrongly, incorrect. Dimension. Imagine the dimension of the stone, the width, they mention in the two certificates, the dimension, it's wrong. So imagine the quality.
Mm-hmm.
So how you can trust something like this? Because of that, you will see with the expensive stones, you will see the buyer, he will ask you, I need three certificates,
Mm-hmm.
two certificates from this lab or this lab I want. So this is very good point that when the people say it's certified, it's not enough. It's certified from where? You have also to read the date of the certificate. You have to scan the certificate because certificate, it's like every now they are make a fake money. So of course they can make a fake certificate.
I've just heard actually in Alma's Tower 2 days ago, someone was trying to sell a diamond with a fake GIA certificate, but it was a lab diamond.
Yes, we don't want to mention the name again because it could happen with everyone. It's not their fault.
No, no, I
Yeah,
don't
it's
mean the
not
lab.
the
I mean
yes,
that people just, try
exactly.
to recreate their certificate.
Yes, yes, there is fake certificate for all the labs. For all the labs, you can find sometimes, and if they want to, I'm telling you, they can make a fake money. So of course
Mm-hmm.
they can make a fake
Of course.
certificate. So how to protect ourselves? In each certificates, there is like a reference number. There is a barcode. You can scan the barcode. It should take you directly for the website of this lab, and you can read your certificate. You can match the number. There is some client, they are taking the diamond and the certificate for third party, and they give the diamond and they telling please read the reference on the diamond because we engrave
Mm-hmm.
the reference certificate reference on the girdle. So they said look under the microscope and you have to tell me the number, and they hold the certificate. So he
Mm-hmm.
is matching, if we said the same number, so that means it's matching. So you have to be aware of these things. It's very nice to get this information and understand what it's happening because I'm telling you there is a lot of tricky things on the market. And as a trusted jeweler, if your client doesn't know this, we have to tell him this because even if you are going for international labs, you will pay money.
Of course.
It's not cheap. You will pay a lot of money for big labs. So you give him a value. So okay, teach him about this value. Why you pay $10,000 for certificate if you will tell your client this is certified? طيب, okay, certified it from a lab for $10.
Yeah.
So tell him what is this kind of certificate. So thank you for this point. I forgot to say it, but it's very important point.
Getting back to vintage jewelry. People have perception that if the jewelry is vintage, that then the stones are natural and real and good. I know that IJAR certifies jewelry pieces also, not just stones.
Yes.
What is like your experience? How often, when people bring you vintage jewelry, how often you find out that the stones are maybe replaced, or maybe back
Yes.
then already they used not natural stones?
Actually, this idea it comes because back days they don't have the technology to create
Mm-hmm.
fake stones
Mm-hmm.
back days. So when we use the color stone, that means it's natural. If we want to understand this, look at the pearl. And before Mikimoto, there is only natural pearl. No one knows about the cultured pearl. So if you have a pearl, that means 100% it's natural. So it's same mechanism.
Mm-hmm.
The idea, it's same. So the people, they thought that it's 100% natural because it's vintage. But even in vintage and back days, they have many stones. It's not valuable. It looks emerald, but it's not emerald.
Yeah.
Okay, it's natural, but it's not emerald. Plus, there is some stones, it's very sensitive stones. So with long time, this stone, it's broken maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And the stones in the setting, so you cannot see it in the diamond set, on the ring set, or let's say. So you cannot see this broken lines and the scratch properly.
Mm-hmm.
So there is many times the people, they came, they said, oh, this is vintage, so it's 100% natural. It's not a rule. as you said, maybe it's replaced,
Later.
maybe it's broken from inside. The stone, it's already broken, and you cannot see it's broken because it's still on the setting. So when you remove the setting, the stone will be two part or three parts. So with the vintage, okay, it's less percentage to have fake stones, but also we have to be very careful, especially in even in our certificates when we are certified, let's say vintage jewelry. If we are not sure 100% what is this stone and what is the stone situation, let's say, we ask the client to remove the stone and
Mm-hmm.
bring the stone back for us to check the stone, and then we will put it again. We'll do the certificate when we will put it again on the jewelry to make sure 100% that we give the right
Mm-hmm.
reading. Because even the old stones, you will have many, like a lot of blemishes or a lot of scratches, a lot of, because it's old stone. So we are always asking to, not always, sometimes when we have this kind of situation, to remove the stone, do the certificate, then you can put back the stone on the jewelry.
Speaking about stones and looking back to your career, what stone has impressed you the most in your life?
My favorite stone. You mean my favorite stone?
Maybe no. Your favorite stone maybe is the next question.
Okay.
But I was like, maybe the stone that you have seen that maybe it was brought to IGI for certification and it really impressed you. Or maybe there is not such stone.
Impressed me.
Like, wow, maybe it's a big ruby. I've never seen that. Or
Okay. Mexican opal. One time I saw like big piece of Mexican opal with, you know, color party inside the stone. And there is some time when you touch the stone, you feel some weird connection,
mm-hmm.
between you and the stone. You feel that you fall in love with this stone. So I always love the opal. So we receive really, like I saw in the lab, one big opal that I don't want to leave. Just let me stay with the stone. Uh, and there is also special connection between me, the opal. I always, you said the next question is my favorite stone,
Yes,
so
your
I
favorite
will keep
stone.
the details. But fire opal, and one time I saw 101 carat Paraiba tourmaline, 101 carat, and it was cutted in the way that I wish if I know the cutter, so I will go and hug him. Like, thank you, thank you for what you did. So these two stones, I never forgot them. It's impressed, literally impressing me.
If you were choosing a stone for your family, what would you choose, or how you would approach? Like maybe I mean like a family heritage, that something that you can pass over to your kids.
Pass over to my kids, I will choose the fire ruby, ruby and sapphire, because the ruby and sapphire and emerald, it's always everywhere, and since the beginning of the history, these three stones, it's the main stones. But if I want something go generation by generation, I will choose ruby and sapphire. I love emerald so much, but I know emerald is very sensitive. So
Mm-hmm.
I need something that it's gain the value and hold the value and even increasing. I'm sure 100% that it will be increased. So I will find a nice cashmere sapphire.
Very expensive.
Very expensive, of course, royal blue cashmere sapphire. It's not my favorite stone, but if I want to give something for my
Mm-hmm.
kids, it will be royal blue sapphire.
And what stone you would never buy? Maybe it's even expensive, but you don't like it. Is there such a stone?
I don't think so. I will buy everything, but I will never buy the lab. 100% lab stones. I will never buy a lab stones. Not because I'm lower grade the lab good stones, but see, at the end, it's a stone. You can't eat it, you can't drink it, you can live without it, right? It's a stone. What is the point to buy a lab stone if it's lab? I'm buying this stone and I'm paying big amount of money because it's something natural, something beautiful. There is emotional attachment, there is energy. special energy. If you believe on this or no, there is a special energy. Is you affecting you or not? There is special energy inside the stone. You can feel it when you touch it. What is the point to buy a lap stone? There is no point at all. There is no point. So I will never buy a lab stone. I will never buy it. But natural stone, I will buy everything. I think I have everything. Also,
You have a big collection?
I'm collecting stones since I was 6 years old, maybe, or 7 years old, and I hold all kind of stones. And I was so curious, like in my culture, they believe a lot in the energy of the stones. Uh, okay, I will tell you a story, like short story. Um, like there is something. It's called muallim in Arabic. Muallim, he is the big boss. So he is the guy who's sitting in the workshop and giving order. That's it. And you can't say no. You can't say anything. Just you have to follow his order. So I went for that workshop. It was like stone cutting. Someone he sent me for that workshop to learn how to cut stone. To learn how to cut capuchon only,
Mm-hmm.
not stone, only capuchon. So that muallim, he has like sitting on the chair, and we was like 30 cutters. We was all young people, young kids. And he has the parcel, he bring the parcel and he start to touch, get the stone. You cut this, and he start to throw the stones. I was new like 2, 3 days on the workshop. So he remove one stone and directly he throw it and he start to shout. And I was new, I was scared, I was so young. He start to scared, like he start to shout, and everyone in the workshop, they jump, and everyone he has his own like his own job. One guy he put Quran, one guy he start to throw water, one guy he put bakhur, and I'm looking, what happened, guys? What's the problem? So they get scared. So then he looked at me, he said, you come. Came, I said, what? He said, you saw that stone I throw it? I said, yes. He said, just throw it outside in any way. Just take it and throw it outside. I said, why? What the problem? He said, there is like black magic engraved on the stones, like talasams or something on the stone. So I said, really? He said, yeah, yeah, just throw it outside. I said, okay. I went there, I took the stone and I kept it. Till now, I have the stone. I never get any nightmare. They said if you hold this stone, you will get nightmare and your life will become. No, no, no. I hold it like for 1 year with me. I'm waiting just one nightmare, nothing. And I love this stone. I still keep it in my collection. I can show it to you. It's limonite. It's a quartz. And there is some engraving. I don't know. I can't understand these things and numbers and letters. And I kept it. So it's the people, they said, okay, this stone affect me in good way. There is energy in the stone, but what it's affecting you, it's your subconscious, it's your mind. So it's the power of the
Yes.
mind, it's not the power of the stone. The stone will hold energy, beautiful energy, of course, because there is some stone 400, 500 million years, like diamond. So of course it's hold some special energy. But how it will affect us, this is totally different story. Maybe it will affect you different than affecting me. So it's your mind. It's the power of the mind. But uh, it's always good to have stone. It's always good to wear stone. It's always good to keep the stones, around me. Even if I am sad, I'm trying to just open the safe and clean the stones. And if I say speak with the stone now, people they said, "Who's this crazy man?" But you can, build connection. There is some people they love their cars, right? They love their vintage cars, and exactly same us. We love our stones. So I will buy all the natural stone from citrine to Paraiba.
So in the end, it's all about the connection of the stone and the person and about the energy.
100%. What is your favorite stone?
It's a hard question for me, but I would say ruby. Although I don't have many like jewelry pieces with ruby yet, but I'm trying to get. But I already have in my collection, I think at least maybe 10 rubies. Oh, and apart from this, a set for a necklace. And I honestly, when I see a nice ruby, I just my heart starts, pumping.
Very
I don't
nice.
know. I think this is the stone that I love the most. Although I cannot say that, if I wear it, that it is more beautiful than anything else. But as you say, probably there is some energy,
Yes.
some connection, and I really feel it.
Guess my favorite stone. Guess.
Wow.
It's very weird, actually. Malachite.
Wow.
Yes. Malachite, it's my favorite stone ever. Uh, Everything is here, malachite is here, there is
You have
special
like a
connection.
jewelry box from malachite, no?
Actually, see, I love Russia because they use malachite too, too much. They did everything with malachite. One
Malachite
day,
room, yes, in
they
the
have bathtub
yes.
malachite. What you want more luxurious thing? So they use malachite everywhere, and this green. Uh, okay, see, now I will mix little bit science with emotions. There is something, it's called birthstone. Like every
Exactly.
I don't believe in this 100%. It's a marketing trick, we can say. But I believe that for every person, there is a stone. It's not about your month. It's about your personality. For each stone, there is personality for the stones. There is the stones. They have different reaction on the pressure. They are like us. If I put pressure on me, I will maybe punch someone. If I put pressure on my brother, maybe he will cry. So we have different reactions for the pressure, for the heat, for the sadness, for the cut. Cutting for the stones, it's like experience for us. So they have personalities. Each stone, it's react in different way. There is some stones, they love to connect with different atoms. If you look at the chemical composition for the emerald, it's like in this like silica with so many things inside the chemical composition because they love to connect. So all the atoms they always try to connect. But if you look to the carbon,
Yes.
it's carbon. He's alone. He's hard. He's tough. He's reflected in some way. So they have personality. Look now at the opal. Look at the pearl. Pearl, it's very sensitive. You have to take care about the pearl. You have to
Yes.
treat the pearl as a baby. And look at the diamond. Both are valuable, both are nice, but every stone they have different personality. So match this personality for the stone and reflect it with us. So you will feel that this guy he looks like ruby because the personality of this guy it looks like personality of the stone. And how you will know the personality of the stone? By science. When you read more and more and understand the stone, understand this stone, how it's connecting with the atoms. Why this stone he reject to connect with atoms? Why this stone he reject to be heated? There is some stone you cannot do heat in the stones. There is some stone you cannot put it even on ultrasonic machine. And there is some stones
Yes.
like diamond you can cut anything with the diamond. You can cut the glass by diamond. Why the diamond bunch all the stone and scratch all the stones? So this different details just reflected in our personality as a humans, you will feel they are like us. Literally. Like when I introduce myself, I say, okay, my name is Obeida Aldebs. I am from Syria, let's say. Okay, this is Zafir Korondom from Kashmir. First name, last name, origin. As me, first name, last name, origin. What is my life story? One, two, three. What is your life story? Inclusion. One, two, three. So they have personalities. I believe on this. So maybe your stone is the ruby. You don't know why. But it looks like you. The soul of the stone, like your soul. You don't know why. But this connection or this click, it's happened. People, they don't understand. But this is the beauty of the gemstones.
So to understand more, you should come to IGI
Yeah,
and
of
get to
course.
know more about gemstones.
Yes.
Thank you, Abaida, for this hour. It was really interesting
Thank you so
to
much.
know not just, about how lab is functioning, but about your philosophical, let's say, attitude to gemstones. This is really something that touches me.
Thank you so much. It's
Thank
my
you.
pleasure to be with you always. This is first time outside Almas Tower we met, huh? So
Yeah.
it was nice. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.